Now coming towards a very important scientific part regarding the properties of soil. The first property is about percolation of water through the soil. So percolation can be defined as a property of the soil by which it allows the flow of water through it. The rate at which water percolates or moves through soil may vary in different kinds of soil. Some soil absorb water while others allow it to flow through them. The rate of percolation can be calculated as percolation milliliter by minute is equal to amount of water upon the percolation time. So here we can see in this figure regarding percolation. How does the water enter the roots and how can we calculate? Just now we had seen in the formula. Let us talk about the moisture. The second property is about moisture in the soil. Moisture is the amount of water that is present in the soil. Even a dry soil has some amount of moisture in the air. However, the clay soil has the highest content of moisture. Let us see one question. Why air above farmland appears shimmering during the daytime? Shimmering means shiny. We know that soil contains water. Due to sunlight, the water vapor from the soil begins to evaporate and turns into water vapor. This water vapor, when reflects the sunlight, appears as it is shining, and hence the air above the soil makes the sand look shimmery. Absorption is the next property. Every soil has a water absorption capacity, which depends upon how porous the soil is. Clay and loamy soil are most porous, hence can retain water in large quantities. That is why crops can grow over these soils. Sandy soils, on the other hand, do not absorb water and hence do not support much vegetation. The next property is about the texture and the color. The texture is the size of the particle of a soil. Different kinds of soil have different texture. Talking about the color of soil, different soil have different colors as well. This is because of the minerals and nutrients present in the soil. For instance, some soil are black in color because of the presence of humus and minerals, while some soil are red in color because they have iron in large quantity in them. So here we can see the color and texture of the different soils present. The next property is about the pH of soil. Soil can have different pH depending upon the acidic, basic or neutral nature. Based upon the pH, different types of crops grow in the soil. The next property, the seventh property, is about the air content. Since soil is made up of particles of different sizes, these particles can be loosely bound or tightly bound. The air often occupies the space in between these particles. This allows life to sustain in the soil, such as for the organisms like microbes. Here we can see the soil properties, the properties of sand, silt and clay. So if you talk about the water holding capacity of sand, it is low. For silt, it is medium to high, and for the clay soil, it is high. If we see about the organic material content, in sand it is low, silt it is medium to high, and clay it is again high. Soils and crops. Different kinds of soil are found in different regions because of the following factors that decide the soil structure of that place: temperature, humidity, rainfall, sunlight, wind. The type of crops that will grow in the soil depends upon these factors as well as the properties of soil. Let us see the last part. What is soil erosion? When the top layer of soil gets removed, it is called as soil erosion. It means that when the upper layer, when the humus is removed, so what happens? The soil no more remains fertile. Hence it is called as soil erosion. The soil erosion mainly occurs when the soil is left loose without vegetation or when deforestation occurs. In such a situation, strong winds and flowing water or rainwater takes place away the topsoil and therefore decreases its quality. Also, it kills the organisms living inside the soil. The roots of the plant and trees keep the soil together and allow several microorganisms to grow and survive there. Therefore, it is always advised to plant more trees and avoid deforestation.